Good morning there, world. Fellow members, fellowship of the clouds, people who subscribe to the channel, great cloudy day. And I refer to you guys also, anybody that follows me on any other social media, even if you don't know about my channel. So why am I speaking to somebody that wouldn't know about the channel? Well, you could possibly be not knowing about the channel until just now with my ugly face in front of you on this camera, on this screen, or on your screen, not my screen. And let me retract. I won't consider myself ugly. I'm not going to talk down about myself. I don't know what I look like. Pretty scruffy, though. A little scruffy. Scruffy. Hey, Ladybird. Why don't you say hi to everybody? Look at you. Good morning. Ladybird said good morning, too. And y'all know the deal. I'm going to do some reading here. Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. In the great scheme of things, most things that we find upsetting and displeasing are genuinely, usually pretty small compared to the bigger picture. I don't really think I need my glasses. I've read this already. I've read some of the scripture. I've read a little bit of Out of Infinite Way without having them. But I'm going to wear them just because I don't want to be squinting and having trouble while I'm trying to read this to you guys. So this is number 31. Become aware of your moods and don't allow yourself to be fooled by the low ones. Your own moods can be extremely deceptive. They can and probably do trick you into believing your life is far worse than it really is. When you're in a good mood, life looks great. You have perspective, common sense, and wisdom. In good moods, things don't feel so hard. Problems seem less formidable and easier to solve. When you're in a good mood, relationships seem to flow and communication is easy. If you are criticized, you take it in stride. On the contrary, when you're in a bad mood, life looks unbearably serious and difficult. You have very little perspective. You take things personally and often misinterpret those around you as you impute malignant motives into their actions. Here's the catch. People don't realize their moods are always on the run. They think instead that their lives have suddenly become worse in the past day or even the last hour. So someone who is in a good mood in the morning might love his wife, his job, and his car. He is probably optimistic about his future and feels grateful about his past. But by late afternoon, if his mood is bad, he claims he hates his job, thinks of his wife as a nuisance, thinks his car is a junker, and believes he's going nowhere in his career. If you ask him about his childhood, why he's in a low mood, he'll probably tell you it was extremely difficult. He'll probably blame his parents for his current plight. Such quick and drastic contrasts may seem absurd, even funny, but we're all like that. Yeah, even yours truly here. In low moods, we lose our perspective and everything seems urgent. We completely forget that we are in a good mood. Everything seems so much better. We completely forget that when we are in a good mood, everything seems so much better. We experience the identical circumstances, who we are married to, where we work, the car we drive, our potential, our childhood entirely differently, depending on our mood. When we are low, rather than blaming our mood as would be appropriate, we instead tend to feel that our whole life is wrong. It's almost as if we actually believe that our lives have fallen apart in the past hour or two. The truth is, life is almost never as bad as it seems when you're in a low mood. Rather than staying stuck in a bad temper, convinced you're seeing life realistically, you can learn to question your judgment. Remind yourself, of course, I'm feeling defensive or angry, frustrated, stressed, depressed. I'm in a bad mood. I always feel negative when I'm low. When you're in an ill mood, learn to pass it off as simply that, an unavoidable human condition that will pass with time, if you leave it alone. A low mood is not the time to analyze your life. To do so is emotional suicide. If you have a legitimate problem, it will still be there when your state of mind improves. The trick is to be grateful for our good moods and graceful. Let me repeat that. The trick is to be grateful for our good moods and graceful in our low moods, not taking them too seriously. The next time you feel low, for whatever reason, remind yourself, this too shall pass. It will. And I am, through each day that I go through, whatever day I'm in, which today is the one I'm in right now, very often through my days, and I've probably shared this plenty of times on different videos, I am constantly having to pull myself back and put myself in a new perspective, because throughout the day I will find myself complaining about something, or maybe being a little down about something, letting something get in my brain and eat at me that really isn't relevant to any situation, or it's not even important, but I've let it consume a thought or something and become more than it needed to be. And in those moments, I try to pull back and go, whoa, hold on a minute, Gray Cloud. Hold on a minute. You know, if that's the only thing that you're complaining about or griping about in your life, then you're doing pretty good compared to some people in the world. I can relate to this reading quite a bit. You know, yesterday I had a little bit of a low point. It was sometime in the afternoon, and I don't know what was causing it, but I remember feeling a little solemn, a little bit down, a little like I didn't have a direction. And I was almost thinking, well, man, I didn't do enough today. Now, I got up yesterday and I did the video for Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. I did my daily readings of scripture and things that I normally do in the mornings. I even found myself during the day yesterday reading from other texts and stuff and studying some more, even in the middle of the day. Then yesterday evening, I finished up my friend's short novel, Clayboy. I finally finished that yesterday, so I'll be trying to do like an overview of that book here in the next coming week. I want to give a little insight on what I thought about the book, and it was really excellent. You know, just because he's my friend, I'm not saying that it was great because he's my friend. I just think my friend is a good writer. He did a good job. I enjoyed the book. It was fun. It was a fun read for me because I haven't really read nothing like of that nature in a while. Like it's kind of like a horror type, you know, story, and it was interesting. I read all kinds of different stuff. So, but anyway, now that I'm done with it, I can go to Amazon and leave a review for him, and I can do a video here in the next week or so, and that'll be something pop culture related, and probably going into 2024, I'll order another copy of the Clayboy, and then I'll have that as an opportunity for somebody to comment in on a video and win you a copy of my friend Craig Sawyer's book. I don't know. I just want to help promote something that I like. I like the book. I like my friend. We grew up together. You know, we were in high school together, and we have a lot of memories together. And I like to try to promote people and what they do, especially if I like what they do. You know, of course, I don't really want to promote stuff that I don't like. You know, like if I didn't, but anyway. But I'm going to pray again. I pray again right now that the Lord will help me with any temptation that comes my way today, and that any kind of low feeling any low mood that might enter into my brain today, may I be able to get through it quickly and let it pass quickly and not stay there in a rut. I pray that that would happen for you guys too. If you find yourself in a bad mood today, that it'll pass, because it will. We got to remember that. Even good moods pass, but we especially got to remember it when we're in a bad mood. That those bad moods don't have to stay there, and they don't hardly ever stay there. Very rarely am I in a bad mood for days on end. It's usually a short, brief moment, and I pull out of it. But that's my little take on the day and this morning, and I hope y'all have a great, wonderful, blessed day ahead of you. Until next time, Mr. Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. Ditto.